Rizo, roll me a performance check to see if you entertained Jenny last night.
Ooh. Performance? Oh, this is gonna be. Oh, -1. Let's go. Oh, solid. 18.
Sometimes the luck is with you.
Yep.
All right. So you guys have gotten a long rest. So Polly, I see on your token, I think it still says you're poisoned. So that is gone. Everybody's back up to full health. Rizo suffering 2 levels of exhaustion.
It was a good night.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, you guys are here in Jenny's hut. You have just fought 2 of the brides. Borden consecrated this area around Jenny's place. What do you want to do next?
Rizo consecrated the room. Breakfast?
Yeah, I was.
Jenny says there's cab fare on the.
You can go now.
Oh, all right.
He says an 18 is not the best I've had, but
I try my best.
no, I'm just kidding. Jenny is very happy to see you all. Jenny loves you all very much.
Wasn't you working on stuff for us?
Yeah,
As well.
She had
Or did we
worked
actually?
on did you add the I think it's grave dust to your sheet?
Potent
Because
ivy
that was what you were
paste.
making out of the bodies of the 2
Yes,
brides.
grave dust and the celestial's light.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually gotta read that. It's been a while.
So, where to now? Do we go for that 3rd connection, or do we take it to him now? Now that his brides are gone, or most of them.
I mean, you did see him bleed when Rizo stuck him with that dagger. So you know that he is more vulnerable than he has been.
Yeah, like we still have 1 to go, and then we still need to find that swordy thingy that's supposed to glow, and it's not currently glowing. I mean, unless we're gonna just hit him with the hilt, that is also a possibility.
Plus,
yeah,
I mean,
need to get that sword going.
While we had time to rest, he had time to rest too. So I'm sure he's back to where he should be. So now is, I guess, a good time to go for that 3rd.
Oh yeah.
Rictavio will say, Esmeralda and I have also rested, so if you would like us to bind the book, we can do that.
Ooh, that's tempting.
Charlie's going to say, Rictavio, literally nobody asked you.
Rictavio hangs his head.
Forgot you were even here. I'm fine.
I mean, really, Rictavio would probably be very rude.
Again?
So do we
Esmeralda can stay, but you can go.
Esmeralda says, "Yay!"
Do we have any info on how to get this sword active?
We got to put the soul gem in this hilt.
Do we have a soul gem?
It'd be a big no. That'd be a big no. We got the first step down. Get gem. Not much after that.
Do we know where there's a soul gem?
There's a whole process of putting a soul into this gem and inserting it there.
Given the information that you have, Borden, since he is a forge cleric, and Yobi, since he's an artificer, if they both collectively make a series of checks, they would probably be able to make one, but you'd have to get a soul into it.
Borden says, "Hi guys, I'm just going to sacrifice myself to get the soul into it."
No, that's Yobi. Yobi's doing that.
Oh wait, sorry. Oh yeah, actually, I was like, we might need the cleric. So
yeah.
Do we know? Is there like a retirement or an old people home in Barovia somewhere.
Jesus.
Please send me to where you're most vulnerable are, please.
I'm just saying.
What
Well,
level are we?
Where's the last of the werewolf? She must be lonely.
Yobi has still not leveled up.
Uh-oh. That's going to be a problem if you guys end up in a fight.
I don't know, despite
Make those rolls.
what Carly said, the book might not be a bad idea since we got this shroud. It's bound. Might be a good time to check in and see what else it has in store for us.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards book. Knowledge is no, I'm not a wizard, but knowledge is power, and that seems like we're learning some good things from the book.
Fine, fine.
I guess. I'd really like to get that sword activated, but we'll go with the book.
Okay.
Maybe the book will tell us where the gem is. Can we ask the book to take us there? Is that something we can do?
Show us.
Do you want to try and ask the book to take you somewhere?
I mean, it's worth an ask. All I can say is no.
The book talks?
In general, maybe.
Hey, book. His name and show us where the soul gem is at.
The book says, everyone always asks what book is, not how book is.
I kind of meant when they're performing the binding spell, maybe we just slip in, hey, show us the gem. But, I mean, you can just straight up ask it, too.
So, Esmeralda and Rictavio, I'm going to stick all your tokens together here. Lay the book down and stand on either side, beginning their ritual. And the book erupts in mist that is now familiar to you. And as you are enveloped by it, and you're surrounded by that sort of weird inky void, you hear Strahd's voice echoing around you. At my advisor's behest, I called for my remaining family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the castle I built for them. From this plea came a younger brother of mine, Sergei, nearly grown, though I had never known him. And your vision starts to clear. Sorry, I have a new navigation system for my maps, so I'm used to that. And as your vision clears, you find that you are in a very ornate throne room. Wait for your tokens to load up here. So you stand on either side of a high-back wooden throne atop a marble bed. Strahd sits in the chair, looking older than you last saw him. He's not an old man by any means, but you can start to see that he is not quite... He's stopped aging, or he's stopped growing and he is aging at this point. But he is done up in his Sunday best. Gold clasped, his very nicest cape, and you can see flanking him on the dais are Hudden and Commander Alex. And you can hear some nobles around talking. Everybody's sort of just murmuring and like sort of glancing towards the door periodically. What do you want to do?
What are we?
Are we in guard stuff like we were last time?
Yeah, when you look at each other, you see guard uniforms.
So I guess, yeah. So in the uniform, Szeth is going to turn to Strahd and say, "My liege, what's any new orders? What's going on? What do we need to do?"
Strahd does not look at you, but Rahadin snaps his gaze to you and is just like, "Do not speak to Lord Strahd at this moment. Can't you see he is in a contemplative state? You are to remain at your post and await for the arrival of the royals."
Yeah, Frederick. Go.
Read the brief, man.
He pulls out a little notebook and writes down, "Frederick." So, the room quiets as the doors on the end of the hall groan open. And outside, you can hear the sounds of trumpets blaring as a man enters the room. You can see immediately that he bears a striking resemblance to Strahd, but looks considerably younger, maybe in his early to mid-20s. But he has the same kind of dark, brooding face and hair, but this guy, he smiles really widely and warmly. And you can see that while Strahd is decked out in all of these dark reds and blacks, he is wearing all gold and white, and he has the symbol of the Morning Lord emblazoned on a gold-plated breastplate. And he walks into the room, and you all notice that hanging at his side is a sword that is gilded gold and is so radiant you think that its blade could be made of pure light. And the hilt is very familiar to you.
Told you this would work.
Jump him!
He strides into the room, looks around, sees Strahd on his throne, and just immediately runs up saying, "Brother!" And before Strahd can even really figure out what to say, this guy has almost tackled him in a big hug. So you can see that Strahd is not exactly off-put by this, but totally surprised. And he just sort of his hands are just kind of out, not hugging his brother back. And then they just sort of go around and do the soft pat on the back hug.
Awkwardness of the hug.
And Rahadin stands up and says, "Welcome, Sergei von Zarevich, second son of King Barov and Queen Rovania, awakened son of the Morning Lord, to our castle Ravenloft. The keep's splendors and comforts are yours." Strahd, or rather Sergei, lets his brother go, almost didn't quite pick him up off the ground in the hug, but almost, and just sort of separates himself, kind of readjusts his thing, readjusts Strahd's capes and things so that they're less frumpled, and he steps down the steps alongside Strahd. And at this point, you can see he's basically Strahd plus. He's a little bit taller. He's a little bit, better built. He's just a handsomer version of Strahd. Everything is just
stronger. Better.
Pretty much. And he smiles wide, and he goes up to Polly and clasps your hand and says, thank you for this gracious welcome. It's so wonderful to be here with my family."
Hey, welcome. Welcome. Good to see you. Cool sword.
Yeah, he goes around to each of you in turn, doing the same thing, clasping your hand, thanking you for a welcome. And you can see Strahd looking severe but not displeased. He's kind of okay, he's just he's getting used to having a brother at all, let alone such a gregarious one. So as the room erupts in applause, Sergei is going to say, Come, it's good to see you, it's good to be here, but this is supposed to be a celebration. To the courtyard!" At which point the scene sort of dissolves around you a little bit. And you'll hear Strahd's voice in your area again, and say, "I celebrated Sergei's arrival in the only way that a warrior knows how. With war games. and you are transported to the courtyard. And I'm just going to delete your tokens and update your
I
this.
beat his ass.
And that didn't work at all. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to move you. Copy. Hey, stop that. Stop that. You guys go right here. Paste. Yeah, some of you are on the roof.
Or did
Right,
Carly
so
get down
you
here?
ended up- So you can see that Strahd and Sergei are sitting on some kind of makeshift bleachers in the courtyard. From up to the north of you, you can hear horses galloping, and you know the layout of the castle enough to know that that's where the carriage house and run usually are. But they have been converted into a jousting arena. You see Rahadin down in the area below you, and also two other guard types that you don't recognize, but they are locked in combat. Eventually, one getting the better of the other, standing over him, Strahd comes up and announces him to be the winner of this bout.
Oh, didn't even get to see it.
And he will then say, "Are there any other challengers?"
Awkwardly looks around.
No one?
I'm not good in single combat.
Sir, if I may, Frederick will like to challenge whomever I can.
Rahadin will say, "Frederick, please step down. And who is it that you're challenging? As a celebration, of course, anyone is available for challenge."
Oh, don't do it, man.
I shall let
bitch.
those who feel that they can take on Sir Frederick, or hopefully Sir Frederick, to come forth.
The mighty Sir Frederick.
As you say that, Sergei begins to laugh and he says, "This one I like. Look at him go." And Commander Alex is going to step into the ring with you. And she'll say, "Well then, I suppose the challenge is accepted." Szeth, roll me an initiative.
Okay.
You mean Sir Frederick?
18.
Man,
Not
that's pretty
prepared
good.
to have her up. Is this her sheet? Yeah. Okay. So she rolled real bad on hers. Let me get her health situated. You see, she has a massive but ornate greatsword that she lifts in a little salute to you. And as you guys are getting kind of close to each other, she says, "Maybe this way you'll stop being late to your watch." And
He is always late, isn't he? Fuck Frederick.
Szeth, you are up first.
There you go.
Do I have everything that I could have access to?
Yep, you have your entire character sheet ready to roll.
Perfect. I will Hexblade Curse Alex, and then
Okay.
2 swings away.
He's cheating.
I don't have advantage, so 16.
16 does not hit. Whoever is near the bleachers will hear Sergei say to Strahd, "Oh, I had no idea you had such powerful guards."
I can swing. 22.
Oh yeah, 22 is gonna hit.
For 13 plus. Yeah, I'll throw a 3rd level smite into it. Just try to show off a little bit. 3rd level, not a crit. Regular 19 points radiant.
Okay, so
Frederick's using
33
holy
total.
magic. Get him!
33 total, and Sergei will say, "They're even blessed by the Morning Lord, clearly." And Strahd will be like, "Yeah, sure, the Morning Lord." Is that it for Szeth?
I do believe so.
All right. Commander Alex takes that hit, kind of lurches back a little bit, surprised by the impact, and then you can see her helmet covers most of her face, but you can just see a little hint of a smile, and she says, "Oh, this is going to be fun." And she is going to take her first attack with her great sword, which is a natural 20.
Oh no!
Do I,
Whoops.
I was just kidding. Don't kill Frederick.
And I'll be
Do
like,
you want to silver barbs
I
it?
sure do. Be like, sire, pass me your golden weapon, and I will show you how to use, or your very
Nice.
bright weapon, and I will show you how to use it. And yeah, silvery barbs.
Come on, this is the time. This is the time for the double net 20. Damn.
And I will give myself advantage, obviously.
Really? You're not going to give her advantage? She rolls a 15 for instead of the natural 20.
Well, 15 misses.
Go.
Okay. Second attack is a natural 1.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
And third attack is a 28.
28 hits, yep.
Okay, so she's going to hit you for... She's going to hit you for 19 slashing damage.
Okay.
And that is it for her turn, which will bring us back to you.
Here we go. That was some good hits. Here comes another one. 26.
26 hits.
Dealing 17 points of damage with another third level smite.
Okay.
21 points of radiant.
Ooh, nice.
Second attack. 24 to hit
24 hits.
for 13 points of damage.
You putting a smite into it?
Yes, I will. I gotta mark that one, make sure. See how many what I have. Yep, I have one more third level left. I'll put another third level in there. 18 more points of radiant.
18. Okay, you are hurting her. Is that it for your turn?
That is it. And I will just point to them and be like, hope you're enjoying the show.
Sergei is like clapping, and like periodically someone will offer him some wine or something, and you can see he turns it down every time. And whereas Strahd has always a glass of wine, he's just like, "Oh, don't." Let's see.
Rizel's golf clapping.
So she is going to go first attack, 19 to hit.
19 just hits.
Okay. That is going to be 15 slashing damage.
15 slashing.
Second attack, 21 to hit.
21 hits.
That is going to be 16 slashing damage.
16.
Third attack is a 28 to hit.
I will silver barbs that and be like, she's doing a good job, but I still will be victorious.
So instead of a 28, it is a 19.
19 still hits.
So that is going to be 13 slashing damage.
13 slashing.
And then she's going to lean in close and she's going to say, "Oh, you will you?" And then she's going to action surge.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Hey, here it goes.
So next one is a 21 to hit.
Yep, 21 hits.
For 15 slashing.
15 slashing. Yep.
Another 21 to hit.
Okay.
For only 10 slashing on that one.
10 slashing.
And 18.
18 just misses.
All right, that's it for her.
All right.
Back to you.
Those are some mighty blows, but here comes mine.
I have heard that you blow, yes.
There we go. That is
It's true.
Ooh.
I wanted to make sure. Yeah,
Ooh,
that is a nat 20.
it sure is.
Just
11 plus I only have level 2s. I don't think she's undead, correct?
Nope.
Level
Not yet.
2
I
crit.
thought real hard about having Strahd silvery barbs you.
38 radiant.
So your total is.
49.
Does that include your Morningstar crit damage?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 for the.
Okay. Okay, so 49.
Did that add? That didn't add the other 8, so. Right?
An additional 8?
Yes.
Additional 8.
What do I have for bonus spells? I know I have something in here. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Over them to read their health. Does it say pretty fucked? How much that is that?
Yeah, I will swing.
No. Szeth is pretty fucked. She's almost fucked.
12. But as a
12 is not.
bonus action, I will create a image of the Morning Lord as a spiritual weapon, and then try to attack. Be like, see, I'm also blessed with the Morning Lord. So,
Nice.
yeah, spiritual weapon. 17.
17 does not hit.
All right, that is my turn.
Okay. She is going to. You guys have almost exactly the same amount of health right now. That's only a 12 to hit.
Misses.
24 to hit.
24 hits.
That is going to be for 16 slashing.
Slashing.
And another 12. So 2 misses.
For the advantage,
she looks over at
I'm
your.
still going to say, see, I told you I was going to get the better of this one. I'm still going to silvery barbs that just for the advantage.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
It's still 12 is the lower. So she looks over at your spiritual weapon and back to you and says, yes, but I can do it without help. And it's your turn.
Bonus action, use my spiritual weapon first.
Okay.
12.
Nope.
But yeah, it's not really doing much. Help first attack with. There we go. There's another.
This might do it right here. Yes, burn those criticals in the book.
26 plus. I'll go for another second level smite. Crit. 32 points of radiant.
So for a total
of the 58.
That's gonna do it. You bring her to her knees, and Rahadin comes up, grabs one of your hands, raises it in the air, and says, "Frederick is the victor!" And everyone is like, "No fucking way!"
Frederick's stronger than the captain.
Just all kind of
you see
curtsies and bows and be like, yes, Sir Frederick.
Sergei stands up and just is clapping and cheering, and he's like, "That was an incredible display, Frederick. How are you feeling?"
Not like it. She never touched me.
He laughs and comes down and claps you on the shoulder, and he's like, "A most excellent display." And Alex will get up and go over to the. Actually, before she does, she'll get up. She'll put a hand on Frederick, and she'll say, "Well, I guess I won't give you the worst guard details for the next week." And then she goes over to the bench and sits down. And then Rahadin is going to say, "Well, if there are any other challengers," and Sergei is going to look up at his brother and say, "Come now, brother, let's give the people what they want. This is what they've all come to see. You and I."
It really is.
And you see Strahd just like, "Oh, I'm not sure that's quite the..." And Sergei just cuts him off and is like, "Come! This is a celebration. We have to put on a show for the people." And Rahadin is just like has an "oh shit" expression on his face, And you will see Strahd stand up, kind of adjust himself, remove his cape, hand it to Rahadin as he comes down into the ring. And Rahadin's just like,
Yes, breed him up. Breed him up.
It's about to go down.
and you're going to see
Let me scoot over
Strahd and
here.
Sergei. Sergei is not using his Radiant Blade, but they are both using tournament weapons. So you're not trying to kill each other. And you will see he outfights Strahd at every turn. He's younger, he's faster, he's stronger, and you can see Strahd really struggling. And anytime Strahd seems to get the upper hand, it is just so that Sergei can turn it around and make him look silly, sort of. But at the same time, you notice you're all competent fighters. You know that Sergei is not intentionally making him look silly. Like, this is just like he's just out here having a good time. And he eventually drives Strahd to his knee, puts the blade on his shoulder next to his neck, and says, I see I've bested you this time, brother. And he'll start walking back towards the stands, and you're going to see Strahd grab a dagger out of his belt and Rahadin grab onto his shoulder and just sort of restrain him for a moment.
Is the sword still hanging from his hip, or did he set it down?
Oh no, he set it down.
Okay, can sometime during that fight, can I lean over? Can I lean over to Raizo and say, "Pretty cool looking sword," and cast invisibility on him?
I got the hint.
I'll just cast invisibility on Raizo.
Raizo does his Raizo thing.
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to do, Raizo?
Yank that sword, sir.
Okay, Raizo, you are invisible and you yank that sword. You pull it from its sheath, and there's actually no blade attached to it. This is, in fact, a sun sword, and you can see there in the middle of the crossguard is a bright red gem, and it almost seems to pulse with its own inner light. And then the mist surrounds you all, and you hear Strahd's voice. He was handsome. He was youthful. I hated him for it. And then you're back in Jenny's hut.
Okay, so he's got mommy and brother issues. That's a double whammy.
As you guys get your feet under you within Jenny's hut, Raizo, you do not have the sword.
Hey, worth a try.
And after you get out of the book, you will see Esmeralda and Rictavio collapse to their knees, both out of breath, sweating profusely, just like it took everything they had to keep you there.
So,
right.
Are we assuming that eventually he killed his brother? And that sword turned from the sun to this as I pulled out just the hilt?
Oh yeah, there's zero chance that brother lived much longer than that, probably.
So we're saying that like the sword is inside the brother?
I'm sure there's a...
Fuck. Commander Alex had legendary actions.
Aww.
You never scroll farther down, Don't
know.
scroll down for you know who. He doesn't have any action.
Oh, Strahd's stat block is fucking massive.
Nothing.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
All right, so we basically learned he had a really cool brother,
Mm-hmm.
and Yeah, and basically next to nothing about the sword except we still gotta find that gem. Or a gem, soul gem thingy.
Oh, Szeth, you have all your slots and health back. Like once you got out of the book, you're totally fine.
So, take care of this third connection.
Oh yeah. Try and figure out what to do with the sword.
I mean,
We'll stumble
you know what
across
to do
something
with
that will
sword.
help. Great.
All right. So as you gather up your things to leave, Jenny, what does she have here? Jenny will just kind of approach the group. You can see that she is she's given both Rictavio and Esmeralda some potions to help them recover. And she'll say, I think it's best if they stay here for now. They'll not be much use for travel at this point. Is there anything I can do before you go?
Any other tricks of the trade you can show me?
I'm afraid not too much of that. She'll kind of go behind the counter, and she is going to gather up. Oh, ooh, nice. She is going to gather up 4 potions of greater healing.
Ooh, nice.
She'll say, take these. And who is taking them from her?
I will take
I can
one.
heal, so like someone who cannot
Yeah.
heal.
I will take one.
No, like who is actually interacting with her when they like not how are they getting divvied up? Who is taking them out of her hands?
Jenny, I will.
Okay. When you do, she grabs onto your hand and she just kind of pulls you in close, and she's just like, "No one's ever been so close. Don't fuck this up now."
I won't. For you, I'll come back.
She blushes.
Carly's gonna like fake throw up.
Oh.
She's like my grandma. Come on.
But really, Carly's just jealous.
I mean, that token, I'm telling you, it's like the chick from Walking Dead. And Rizel's 95.
All right. So,
I am definitely older than Jenny.
put you guys on the big map. So you are less than a day's travel from the.
Yeah, and we still have our horses.
You do still have your horses,
and we can get through the woods pretty quick with Carly. So I'm not gonna transport us.
Okay.
And just leave it as a quick getaway option.
Okay.
Unless you guys really want to go, but
yeah, it'll only take you about a half day to get there, even if you don't go at a crazy pace. Carly, go ahead and give me a survival check at advantage.
Cool.
Okay. Carly, you are able to easily navigate this forest back towards the windmill. And you guys approach the stone megaliths. Those ravens are all dead on the ground.
I was gonna ask, but
So, Carly, what are we supposed to do here again?
Okay. So, this is what we're supposed to do. I say, Hunter, and then something happens. Or
The
not.
huntress was at the Gulthias tree.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, Seeker. No. Yeah, Seeker. So there is we basically these people killed all the guardian ravens and they bring them back to life as horrible monstrosities. And we have to go and save the guardian ravens under the shrine in a cave. So I would consider that there's going to be a lot of fighting to do. But I wouldn't know because the thing is still gray for me, so I still can't see anything. Okay.
Well, right now you are just near the megaliths. So there's four
But like, are we
big
supposed
stone
to
pillars.
say like? My question is like, is there supposed to be a map in front of me so that I know if it's my computer?
Yeah, there is, but not a very intense map.
I had to reload.
Okay, but still, like that still means like something is fucking up on my end. That's fine.
Yeah, something is fucking up.
I'll go try again.
Yeah,
That's
my
fine.
map went completely gray too, and I just reloaded the forge.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I was just like, am I supposed to see it or? Okay, so that's what we do. So I say, Lady of the Forest, the Seeker. And then hopefully she opens up the cave and then we can go.
Okay.
Is she
So I'm
opening
gonna.
up the cave?
Where do you want to stand when you call out to the seeker? So you have 4 stone megaliths and kind of a square around a smaller circular stone in the center.
So I'm gonna go on the top of the circular stone.
Okay.
And hopefully now I can actually do it. Because yeah, I can do it because I finally have loaded. So I'm gonna go and stand up here and say, Lady of the Forest, Seeker, open this up so that we can kill all the mean people and free you to be with your sisters.
That is exactly the prayer that was in the sheets. So, oddly enough,
This is
Carly,
what
the
I should
stone
in the face of the group.
the stone that you are standing on splits into 4 pieces. Please make me a dex save to avoid falling in the hole.
1 second, where is this? Where's my deck? There.
Okay. So they
Kylie's going to be like, we're gonna help you.
They split apart, revealing a hole beneath where Carly is now standing. She is able to grab on and pull herself to safety before falling in. It's supposed to open up like a door for you, but you are standing on it. So Carly, let me put you there first. Oh, haha. I didn't actually have to do that because I can just make the stairway visible. Stop it. Stop it. Why are you not becoming visible? Stairway controls. It's fucking weird. Let's just delete it. There's from here. Yeah. There's from here. There we go. Damn it. Okay, so you should all see a little stairway icon on top of that circular stone. If you click it, it will take you into the cave.
Carly, you're getting so good at those prayers. You nailed that one.
Yeah, you did.
I did. But then she got pissed off and just opened it like under me instead of like, listening to it.
Yeah. But I mean, it still looks cool.
I mean, you're still learning your craft, right? So I guess that's better than what it was.
Yeah.
Who's
Every
got
day
Borden and who's got Yobi?
I still have control of Yobi, but
if you take Yobi, I'll take Borden.
Okay, let me get their sheets up so that I can adjust their health as necessary. Borden, Yobi. Okay, and I'll just move Borden down onto the map. Okay, who's taking Borden?
I will.
Raizo is now owner of Borden. And you already have control of Yobi, right, Zeth?
Correct.
Okay. So you guys find yourselves in this weird little hallway. I guess I
it
didn't
dark as shit?
It is dark, but yeah, I guess I didn't actually wall this one in, but yeah, that's fine. That'll be fine.
Hey, Rise,
I'm going first.
does it look like there's any traps around, or does it look like it's...
I will start feeling for traps.
Okay. Give me a... Ooh,
Negative, nat
right.
1 for 23.
Oh, that is so wrong.
Natural 1 for 23.
It's just wrong.
Rogue bullshit.
Rogue bullshit.
Yeah, Raizo, you do not detect any traps because the DC is 25, motherfucker.
Oh.
You do not detect any traps.
I know, it's clear. I will stealthily keep going ahead.
Okay, give me a stealth check if you're trying to be stealthy.
Definitely trying to be stealthy.
Okay. Raizo, as you get into this area of the room, you can see there are 3 little platform daises that are cracked and in very bad states of disrepair. And on each one, there are statues of a looks sort of like a were-raven, but like huge.
We'll
And
check
as you
this area for
continue
traps.
into the room, hang on. You're gonna get further into the room, and then something's gonna happen.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
The ones closest to you, so this one and this one, you hear before you see anything something like stone cracking. Just a.
Can I pop a divine sense?
You sure
Once I hear
can.
it start cracking.
Oddly enough, these do not trigger on your divine sense.
And then can I my aura up as well?
But yep, I'm just getting it now.
Mm-hmm.
But stone pieces start to fall away from these were-raven statues. And as they do, you're starting to see tufts of like matted feathers underneath. And breaking free of these statues are these guys.
Oh god, it's the dude from we got Moon Knight.
Oh my god, yeah.
Look like that.
It is. Wait, I'm gonna get in this. Carly's gonna be like, oh yeah, did I actually forget to say, by the way, the ravens got like corrupted and stuff and we need to fight them. Well, I know I did say we're gonna fight something. Like I just didn't think it was gonna This is nightmare fuel.
I'm not a fan.
And that's pretty cool.
I really don't think this is out of character to have Yobi shoot once, if not twice, at these things that they start to emerge.
Surprised you had this much restraint, to be honest.
You know what? I'll say that that's accurate. Go ahead and give me a pistol shot from which one are you targeting?
The one on the right.
Okay.
27.
17 hits.
Should be a 27.
Is that not what I said?
You said 17. What?
Oh, yes, 27 hits. For 9. So I'm going to say that it doesn't do full damage because it was still encased in the stone when that happened.
Okay. I take it 13
But yeah,
doesn't
I'll
hit.
let him get a shot off before, and as it makes contact, you're gonna hear it just kind of be like at you, like it's trying to caw, and it's just like a garbled mess. Like there's just a bunch of goo stuck in its throat.
Cool.
And everybody roll initiative.
Mm.
I can't believe I rolled a 15. So aggravated right now.
I even rolled an 8.
Yeah.
That's awful.
That's everybody. Szeth, you are first.
Sweet. Yeah, taking up on Yobi's cue, I'm gonna rush up to it and pick the right tool. That usually helps. And yeah, swing away twice at it.
Okay.
Swingity swing.
Swingity swing.
22.
22 hits.
11 points of piercing damage.
Does your Morning Star count as a magic weapon?
Not currently. It is just silvered, but I don't think that helps.
It does not, so it is only going to take half damage from that attack.
Okay. 15 for a second.
15 does not hit.
Let's see if there's a. Yeah, after the first one looks like it hits less than it should, and the second one misses, I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Magic Weapon on my Morning Star. So it's a magic weapon now, but hopefully I don't lose concentration.
Okay.
I don't know why that rolls,
but
yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
So when you hit this raven creature, you can see this thick black ooze just coming out of it as instead of blood. And that is... Oh, is that it for your turn?
Yes.
All right. That means it is that one's turn. It's pretty not stoked that you did that to it. So it is going to swipe at you with its talons. That is a 19 to hit.
19 hits, yes.
Okay. You are going to take... Oh my god. That is a lot of sixes. You are going to take 30 slashing damage.
30 slashing?
And you are grappled.
Slashing and grappled.
It is then going to try and peck at you with its beak. That is a natural 1 on the beak peck. So yeah, you are grappled, but no problems from the beak. That's it for him. That'll bring us to Yobi.
Yeah, Yobi's doesn't see anything wrong with his last course of action. Said the same thing. He's going to shoot 2 shots at it. 20 and a 20 for 11. 21 points of piercing damage.
21, and his weapon is magical, so we'll take the full damage.
And what thing does he have out now? His little turret.
Yeah.
Well, I think it says ballista. I'm gonna go with that. Just
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah. Where is that? It's a bonus action to call it and.
Yeah, I think I've only ever seen him use the force ballista one. Yeah, good.
And fire away at it. 26 for another 11 points of force.
11 points of force. And I need to be making some rolls.
If it can, it's going to try to push it 5 feet away.
Okay.
And I think that is.
Is that a strength save?
No, it's just. I don't think. No, never mind. I was reading something wrong. Never mind. But yes, that is his turn.
Okay. So on one of those hits, it causes some of this creature's black, gooey blood to splatter onto Szeth. And Szeth, you can just feel corruption trying to get through this blood into your body. Please make me a con save.
Is this a charm effect?
It is not a charm effect, but this is going to do necrotic damage, so you will, if you don't make it, you'll at least only take half.
So 14.
All right, you are gonna take 4 necrotic damage reduced to 2.
2 necrotic. Got it. And there's another source of damage. Just made it. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Raizo, you are up.
All right. Seeing that they're devilish creatures, I'm gonna try one of these poisons. I will bonus action
Okay.
dip the old dagger in the grave's dust.
Hang on.
Oh,
Before you do, because
okay.
you are an experienced fighter that has been working with Szeth. When Szeth popped his divine sense, these did not come up.
Oh.
They are not undead.
Oh. Interesting. Never mind. I will then dip it in the white lotus poison.
Okay.
And this one hasn't gone yet, correct?
That is correct.
I will go up to
He will
him
bear his initiative.
and I will stab him.
Okay.
30 to hit.
Oh yeah. 30's gonna hit. Ooh, wow.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Oh man.
Oh, the goodness.
Get it.
So the sad part about this is they are immune to necrotic damage.
God damn it!
Is all the sneak attack necrotic?
But
No, the sneak
No,
attack
no,
is
no.
not, but the max damage on
fine.
the necrotic was awesome.
but they
41.
do take poison damage. So let me look at it.
Hold on, let me read it. I'm pretty sure it's if, or yeah, it's or take the poison damage. So Constitution save of 17 or take 14 necrotic or 14 poison.
Oh, it rolled a 17.
God, you whore.
So sad. That's so sad.
Yeah. So these were the white lotuses, if I'm not mistaken, were one usage only.
You had more than one vial of it in you. But yeah, they are
I have
one use.
one use. Okay, so delete one of those.
They last until you hit or for a minute once you put it on a weapon. Does it take half damage from that or no?
No, it's just beat meat or nothing, or beat or nothing. I think so, the creature subject to white lotus must make a DC 17 Constitution save or take 2d8 or 2d10 poison. So yep, nope. And then I will let it attack me, and I will.
Actually, before you move away, I have to check and see if any of its blood gets on you. It does not.
I'm assuming this
take
purple.
that opportunity.
I will. Yeah, I'm assuming this purple is your aura, Szeth, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
So, fun fact. It gets a 26 to hit you.
Yep.
And when it hits with its talons, you are automatically grappled.
Oh no. Oh no.
Do I take the damage, or am I just grappled?
Both.
Both? Come on.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So that is going to be 28 slashing damage.
Jesus, uncanny dodge.
And it has a hold of you.
What's half of 28?
14.
Well, that just
14.
fucks up what I was gonna do because now you guys are both freaking. Okay.
And it goes,
Okay, fair enough.
So you and Szeth are both grappled right now. Is that it for Ryzo?
Yes, sir.
Polly, what you got?
Sorry, Polly. I was trying to
Had
get
a
away.
plan before both people got grappled.
I was trying to not do that.
Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, they're big. I cannot hit Ryzo, I'm sure. I'm gonna aim for Szeth because he can probably take it better than Ryzo. Sorry, buddy.
That's fine.
I'm going to cast. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam. I'm gonna cast. Where are you? Yes. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam. I'm gonna upcast it to 4th level.
Hold on, is Moonbeam a deck save?
It is not. It is a con save.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Probably 5 foot diameter.
Yes, 5 foot
5 foot
diameter.
Radius.
Oh yeah. Let me click the right button. Find it 4th level. There it is. Chaos. Ooh, that's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Yeah, 5 foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, and can I put it like on like the far side of the demon raven that's holding my circles? That's holding Szeth.
Sure. Let me do a con save. Oh, a natural 1 on the con save.
Ooh.
Isn't it one of those start or move into? That's when it takes effect.
Oh, is it?
I believe so.
Yeah. When a creature enters the spell effect for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed by ghostly flames and searing pain.
Okay. So we will just save that but we'll still use his roll for that on his turn.
And a shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage if this happens to be shape changer of some kind.
It is not a shape changer. This is its shape.
Ooh. Yeah. And then
it says, don't body shame.
It's fine. I don't want cone. I want circle. I want split. Alrighty. 5 foot radius. Alrighty. Yep. That's. Oh no. Oh no. That's fine. I'll figure it out in a minute. I'm just gonna put it over that little guy. There you go. Thank you.
No problem.
Promise this isn't the first time I've played on this, but I still can't figure out how to do shapes. All right, that's my action. That's my action, and I don't have any good bonus actions. I'm just gonna use my movement to try and get on the other side of these things, and I'm gonna take off running deeper into the cavern to try and not bunch us all up.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Okay, in that case, Carly, you are up.
It is Carly's turn. Carly is going to try and attack this guy, and she's going to say, Lady of the Swamp, no, Lady of the Forest, please get rid of this nightmare fuel, and she's going to cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Nice.
I don't think you've ever actually hit anything with your guiding bolt.
I have not, but I have a +7, so it's not like I'm trying with a +1 here. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Unfortunately,
I
the 9
should be enough.
one of these times you're gonna connect, and it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna
be
come
the
the moment when we most need it.
It's gonna be the final
At
blow
this
on Strahd.
stage, yeah, at this stage, I don't know if I believe that, but anyway, okay, that's it. That's my turn. And
We
then
will
she's just
believe
gonna
it
hang
for
her head
you.
in shame.
All right. In that case, it is the one that's got Rhizo.
Hmm.
Let's see. You are already restrained by it.
Am I restrained or grappled? Big difference.
When you're grappled, you are restrained. Can it use its incorporeal movement with a grappled object?
That doesn't sound fun.
That sounds bad.
Yes.
He can't.
It doesn't
It's because it's a
specify
democracy.
that it can be done while grappling and swimming. So we're gonna say no for now. But it is going to attack you twice.
Hmm.
First is a 23 to hit.
Naturally.
That's going to be 25 slashing damage. And then the beak is also a 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, rise up.
Oh shit.
For 31 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Can I'm gonna, as it starts biting down, I'm gonna look over and be like, hey, get your damn dirty beak off of him, and I cast Silver Barbs for that the second attack.
It rolls a 30 instead.
Oh, back to taking the 31. Got it.
But that is its turn. That will bring us to Borden. How is Rhizo doing?
Not great. Pretty fucked.
Okay. Just
Accurate.
Pretty fucked.
I almost made you fight 3 of these things.
Jesus. We are not that strong. How much movement does he have? Oh, he's got 30.
Yeah, he took the extra movement thing for dwarves.
He's gonna come up here, and only because I am playing him, I am going to heal Rhizo.
For 2 HP.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it feels fake, but okay.
It does. Totally does.
I'm gonna try and help you.
Does he seriously not have heal?
Are you kidding? It's Borden. Of course he doesn't have heal.
Oh my god!
You
Change his
sound
spells.
surprised.
I
He
know.
usually keeps like mass cure wounds.
He's got
to-
mask. He doesn't have cure wounds.
Cure wounds fucks with your action economy, so I don't have cure wounds either. Full
Oh
disclosure.
my god! What a healer this guy is.
He could alternatively try and use his action to pull Rhizo out of its grip.
Healing word?
No.
Does it have healing word? Or... I guess you're not dead.
Right.
I mean, healing on a meta level, healing word is not going to do a lot for you against something that can do that much damage.
That's why I was looking for like a cure wounds, so I can upcast it at a higher level. But he doesn't
This
have
is
it.
Borden, baby.
Fucking Borden. Jesus Christ. I'm looking through his. Can you give him a long rest, please? Because he's missing some spells.
Sure. Okay, long rest complete.
Thank you. He's only got 2 5th levels. Boy, what is Borden gonna do?
Borden casts ceremony.
Now you're married. Actually, married is pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually a really good spell.
Actually, pulling Rhizo out of its grip is a pretty Borden thing to do. He does like to get between things and you guys.
All right, we'll try that.
Really, that's not too far all the way.
I will do that.
All right, this will be a athletics check. DC was 19, so he is able to pull Borden from this thing's grasp. And I'm going to say that that does enough to get you over here. So Borden is in between the two.
Borden just throws me.
Bait and switch. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
And for his, I don't even think bonus doing Shield of Faith would even help, but I'm gonna try. He will bonus action Shield of Faith himself.
Himself? Okay. Warden's got one holy shield.
I don't know. Did that actually take a spell slot for him? No, I can't control that. Yeah, so it's one first level.
On first level?
Mhm.
And that will bring Borden's armor class to 25.
Yes, yes, it will.
Is that it for Borden?
Yeah, it's action, bonus action, and movement. Yep.
All right. Szeth, you are grappled by this creature.
All right, so I'm gonna look at it, be like, get your filthy things off of me. So I'm going to bonus action, going to Raven's blessing the Raven Queen out of its grasp.
Okay.
And I will move here, so I'm out of the not in the beam, and
It's
swing,
like,
swing away with it for a strike. 25.
yeah, 25 is going to hit.
For 11 points of piercing, I'm going to put a third level smite into this. I don't want it to be alive anymore. I want to unalive it. And it's not undead or anything that would bump it up, right?
It is a monstrosity.
So it's not a devil or anything.
Fiend, undead,
It's
or
not a fiend or an undead.
so level 3, an extra 16 points of radiant
That's-
damage.
It is, however, vulnerable to radiant damage.
Sweet.
Oh, Moonbeam is also radiant damage.
So 11
So
plus
you
32.
knock it with your Morning Star, and then we make a quick roll to see if any blood gets on you. No blood gets on you. But when you put the smite into it, you can see that the blood that it has out on it just lights up in these holy flames as the creature screams into the ceiling, being burned by your radiant energy.
Also, it would do an extra point of piercing damage because I have a magic weapon.
-1.
What is that?
Is he dead?
Yes.
Second swing with my magic weapon is at 24 because it doesn't add it.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
7 points or 8 points of piercing, and I'll put another third level smite into it. 17 points of radiant.
So 17 would be
34.
30.
And like, yeah, you're almost there. I can feel it. And that would be my turn.
And I'm going to say that since you did radiant damage, the blood cannot get on you.
Okay,
Because
that'll
you're
work.
burning it as it comes out.
Guys,
it
I
is-
just want to point out that Borden has, instead of Cure Wounds as a first level, he has Unseen Servant that he has never used.
I think that's part of the book.
It's from the book.
Oh,
He
Still funny
didn't
though.
select that spell.
okay. I was gonna say.
This creature is going to attack you, Szeth, because it does not like all the damage you did to it. Oh, there's a natural 20.
It's also
He's in my moon. He's in my
that's right.
moonbeam.
Moonbeam, he failed his save. Did that roll damage at the same time when you cast it?
26, but it is radiant damage.
It is radiant damage, so that is going to double up to 52 damage as it gets pretty unhappy.
Yeah,
but it does not kill it.
Yeah, as it tries to attack me, I'm like, no, you don't get to do this. And yeah, silvery barbs.
I'm just going to start rolling at disadvantage. So that's a 22 instead.
22 still hits, yep.
So that's, oh, fuck. You are very lucky that you negated the crit. That is going to be 34 slashing damage.
34 slashing.
And you are grappled again.
Right, I have to make
And then it's coming in at you with its beak. That is a 31 to hit
31 hits, yeah.
for 19 piercing damage.
And piercing.
Good lord.
Well, these things pack a fucking wallop.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, I was like, they're vulnerable to radiant damage. It'll be fine.
These things freaking Strahd level? Jesus.
Well, Strahd would absolutely wipe the floor with both of these things.
Oh no.
But that is it for its turn, which means it's Yobi's turn.
Gilby, bonus action. He's going to tell it to his ballista to fire at this thing. Hope I'm doing this right. If not, oh well. Ballista. Where you at? There we go. 16.
16 is not going to hit.
What is that? Oh. Yeah, I think he's going to look at this thing and he's like, "You're going to burn for that," and he's going to cast scorching rays at it.
Ooh, scorching rays. All right. All three of them at the same target?
Correct. First one, 15. Second one,
15 does not
14.
hit.
23.
Nope.
Wow.
23 hits.
For 4 points of fire damage.
But you know what? It doesn't resist fire damage, so it's going to take every bit of that 4 damage.
Should have just shot 2. You know, fuck it. He will action surge and then fire 2 shots from his pistol.
I like to think of it as like Yobi does this huge like spell build up, and then it's like
13 misses. Wow. All right. And
Yobi is on fire.
He did better when he was knocked out.
All right, then Raizo, you are up.
Oh. Do we have advantage on this guy? Since he's in Moonbeam?
Does Moonbeam grant advantage? That's a
I thought it did. Oh, it's Fairy Fire.
That's a guiding bolt. Yeah, Fairy Fire. But yeah,
Fairy
I
Fire
don't
does
think.
that. Yep. Nope. I'll run over here.
So you said I'm grappled too, right?
Yep. I'm
You
going
are
to
grappled.
stab him and try to get him to drop.
19 hits.
No necrotic.
Necrotic.
That's a
So that is
horrible sneak attack. So
26
26.
total.
And I will pump the potent poison into him. So Constitution save of 14.
Constitution save a 16.
Cool. I will disengage.
You don't want to just take the opportunity attack again?
No.
That didn't go the way you wanted?
Come back here. That'll do it.
He's a cruel DM. Polly, you are on.
Oh, cruel.
Alrighty. I'm gonna leave my moonbeam where it's at because I think this thing is just gonna keep going after Szeth. So I'm gonna leave my moonbeam where it's at. And then I am going to. Oh, yeah. No. I'm going to cast. Damn you controller. I'm going to cast blindness. That's not a concentration. I'm going to cast blindness at 3rd level to target 2 individuals.
Oh, nice.
What kind of a save is that?
The con save of 18.
Okay, I'll do left and then right. So the left one gets a 26, and the one on the right gets a 17.
Ooh, fail.
So it is blind.
That one is blind. Yes, the other one is not. Nothing happens to it. at the end of each of its turns, it can save on that, obviously. But alrighty, it's fine. Hope that helps. And then I'm just gonna take a few more steps back. Into the thing. There we go. That's it.
Okay. In that case, Carly, you're up.
I'm up. Can you hear me?
Yep.
So I'm gonna shoot because otherwise I'm never gonna get them. So I'm gonna try the one who's almost fucked. I unfortunately don't have. Well, I have silver, but I don't know if this is gonna work. So I'm just gonna use my normal ones. 23. Of course, this one hits. I'm
23
gonna
hits.
do, and I'm gonna add the hunter's mark to it. My bonus action. So I get 14. So it's 14, and then I'm gonna attack again.
Okay, it is only going to take half damage of your piercing, but it will take the full from your hunter's mark. 15 is not going to.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. And then that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That is going to bring us to this one, which is going to try and get Borden with his fucking 25. 22, so close.
So close.
Second attack is a 29. So Borden is going to take 30 piercing damage. Minus 3 because he has that feature. So 27 damage to Borden. And he is not grappled because that was the beak attack. That's it for him, which means it's Borden's turn.
Borden's gonna do something silly.
Hopefully with radiant damage.
Oh, Borden's going to take an opportunity attack?
Mm-hmm.
Miss.
And he's going to reach out and touch Carly's crossbow and cast magic weapon on it.
You're going to reach out and touch Faith?
Meow. And then he is going to cast Sacred Flame as his action. I believe magic weapon is concentration, so...
so no more.
Yep.
No more holy shit.
He's gonna get... He's gonna come right here.
Okay. Sacred Flame is what kind of a save?
Dex save. I don't know what his save is, though. 16.
10.
Ah! Suck at Jump Brownie. That is 3d8. You let me cast it?
For 18, but it's radiant damage, so that does a big old wallop.
Y'all.
Good use of Borden's turn. Very efficient.
Trying to get.
Is that it for Borden?
I'm trying to get him in a better. I want him like right here.
No, that's too
bad. Fuck it, he's going right there. Yeah, that's it.
Going right there. That'll bring us back to the top of the round, and Szeth.
So I'm grappled, but it's blind, and I have advantage, right, from silver bar, so all that cancels out, so it's a straight roll. Currently.
Does being grappled impose disadvantage? I don't think
it does.
Well, you said grappled as restrained, right?
Yeah, so your speed is 0, but it's not, and attacks against you have advantage.
Yeah, but for restrained, the creature has disadvantage on dex. Attack rolls against the creatures have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage, so...
Oh, okay. I did not realize that part.
All right.
Him's blind.
Right.
So straight roll.
So I will teleport again into the spot that I was at. So now I should have an advantage for both of these because it's blind. And the first one is from Silvery Barbs. First attack.
24 is going to hit.
Dealing 7 points of piercing. And then put another third level in there. Just because. Gotta get rid of this damn thing. 11 points of radiant.
22 radiant damage.
And
still alive.
Second attack. Ooh, there it is.
Oh,
There
it's
you go.
Yeah, it's dead.
All right. Well, I will take my movement and come over here.
Are you gonna use a smite on that?
Yes, I'll use a second level smite just because I don't have any more thirds. So second level crit. Second level crit. 44 points of radiant.
Oh yeah, it's super dead.
Second level. That was movement. Yeah, and I'm resistant from all damage until start. Nope, never mind. No, yes, until the start of my turn. So, yep, that is my turn.
Okay, that guy's dead, which means it's Yobi's turn.
Yeah, same course of action. Ballista. He's going to shoot this one that's still alive with his ballista first. And I have to look this up because I didn't look up. Ballista. No, not flamethrower. Ballista. 13. Nope.
Nope.
2 pistol shots. Boom, 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 and boom. Oh, there it is.
Hey, that second one's gonna hit.
So that is 9 plus 12, 21 points of piercing damage.
21 points of piercing damage.
And he doesn't want to be close to it, so he's going to move over here. It'll be the farthest away, and it's going to end his turn.
Okay. Raizo, what do you got? So weird seeing Raizo so far down in the turn order.
It really is. I don't like it. Boop. Boop.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Oh boy.
I don't think you get any sneak attack on this one though, do you?
Why would I not?
Because I'm right next to him.
Oh, yeah, I was.
You take all that damage.
I was like
-5, 45.
taking advantage. 45. Oof. He hates it. He hates it a lot. But he's really glad that you are not getting anything.
You son of a bitch. Potent poison again. Constitution saving throw.
22.
Fuck off.
He has a plus 11 to con saves.
Worst feat ever.
Did you disengage?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That'll do it.
In that case, Polly.
At this point, this is all Raizo is going to do. Up, I'm back. Up, I'm back.
I mean, that is sort of straight out of the Rogue playbook.
Right.
Yeah, that does track pretty good. I'm going to use my action to move my moonbeam.
Okay.
I for sure know how to do that.
How far can you move it?
60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, you can
Should be able to get across. I think it's only 30 feet across there.
Yeah.
Actually, I said that. Now I second guess myself that I read that right. Yeah, 60 feet in any direction. As an action on my turn, I can move it. So I will move it there. Do you want me to keep that 26 I originally rolled or re-roll that at the top of my turns? I meant to ask.
We'll re-roll the con saves and the damage every time.
Okay. I just go ahead and re-roll the damage now.
I mean, if you want.
I'll do that just so that I can write it down.
I'm not going to stop you.
Worse. Well worse. And that was up
Okay.
gas 4th level, so that sucks. Okay, so that'll go there, and then as a section. No, I don't think I was, because that's my action to do that. Yeah, and then I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. In that case, it is Carly's turn.
Cool. It is my turn. So, no, why are you? Okay, back. Okay, I'm gonna. Well, there's only one remaining.
There is only
So
one
I'm
remaining.
going to
And you do have a +1 magical weapon.
Yes, that's why I am 100% shooting. So that's what I'm doing. And then I'm doing my. Where is it? My hunter's mark. Yeah.
So yeah, the 21 is definitely
And
a
then-
hit.
And then again. 24.
Again, 24, which is really a 25.
If only I could do this well when I try to do my cleric thing. And then
11.
there's 2 people here who are pretty fucked. So,
That's
but
true.
he's pretty fucked too. So I'm just gonna. I don't know. Do you guys want a healing word or should I just keep hitting?
Hit him.
Yeah.
Make him pay.
Oh yeah, 27 is gonna hit too.
Yes.
There you go.
There it is. I always do this
Oh,
whenever it's like.
Oh, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
So
There you go.
15 damage. Still alive. Is that it for Carly?
Yes, that's it for Carly.
Okay. Szeth, since you are next to it, you are getting the next attack.
All right, go for it.
Con
is-
save, please.
Oh, right. Forgot. The con save is a 23.
That does pass. The original damage was 18, so
18
9.
damage.
Half,
So
but then double.
it'll be 18.
18.
Still alive. Still alive.
Okay. Still alive.
There you go.
That is going to be a 31 to hit Szeth
31 hits, yeah.
Misses.
for 27 slashing, and you are grappled.
27, and I have resistance of everything, so 27, 20,
That's
8,
resistance.
20, what did you say, 27?
27.
26, so 13
So-
points.
Yeah. Then second attack will be at advantage because there's another natural 20.
Does Borden have?
No, it doesn't. Stop.
He does though, doesn't he?
Stop being alive, you stupid beast. Silvery barbs.
How many more of those you got left?
3 more.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, unless I want to
so-
upcast it.
I don't think you can.
You can.
Oh,
You can. You
don't
just
think
won't get
I'm
any.
pretty sure you can't upcast silvery barbs.
I don't think you can either, sir.
You just won't get any
Yeah.
extra. You can always upcast anything. You just won't get any extra
No.
benefits.
There's certain spells that can't be upcast.
Are you
That
sure?
is
Yogi has
accurate.
silvery
Yeah,
barbs as well.
like Misty Step can't be upcast.
Mhm.
So instead, it is a 27 to hit
27 hits, yeah.
for 31, reduced to 15 damage.
Damage. Con
I
save.
I don't think shield can be upcasted either.
I was always
but
under the
it is-
impression you can upcast anything, but you just won't get benefits on some things.
I don't think so, unless it specifies that it can be upcast. I don't think you can use a higher level spell, but I'm not positive on that, so
Yeah.
that will require further research. But it is Borden's turn.
Ooh, yay.
It's looking pretty rough.
Borden will
I think
second
you should probably
load.
all just take a breather on your turns and let it go.
You know what? You're all right, buddy. He's got +8 to hit. But Borden usually rolled like shit. Do I guiding bolt or do I make him do a deck save?
Actually, hold on a second. Carly hit it a couple times with something that was not radiant damage, so we have to see if any blood gets on Szeth. You hit it 3 times. 1, 2 times the blood is going to get on Szeth.
Okay.
Which means you are going to take 11 necrotic damage, which would reduce to 5 for you.
Okay.
Would boarding guiding bolt or would boarding make him make a deck save?
Isn't guiding bolt also a deck save?
No, guiding
No,
bolt's
deck,
roll to hit.
Just channel your inner Borden.
God damn it. Risking it for the biscuit. 22.
2 hits.
30 radiant.
Ooh.
30 radiant.
And next attack has advantage.
And next attack has advantage. It is not dead. Is that it for Borden?
Yeah, I don't think you can do anything with a bonus.
All right.
Let me look. No, that's a spell. Nope.
All right, Szeth. Ooh, Szeth, you are very close to death.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah, was watching that. Yeah.
You're even closer than Rizo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, plan hasn't changed. It's going to swing it away.
You've got advantage as long as you do your thing.
Oh, yeah,
Do your teleport thing.
Well, no, because of Guiding Bolt, right?
Right, but any number of advantages is
Gotcha.
negated by one form of disadvantage. You can't stack them.
Correct. I will teleport over to here. Whoop. And yes, I will. 25 to hit.
5 hits.
Or 9 points of piercing because I still have a magical weapon, and yeah, I'm going to throw another second level divine smite into it. 9 points of radiant.
How many more spell slots you got?
What's that?
How many more spell slots you got left?
Just first levels. And one more hit. Regular strike. 25 to hit.
25 hits. Szeth, how do you want to do this?
Nice. As
there you go.
As I come out of its grasp and I kind of blink all over the place, I get into a spot where it was, so it's still kind of like grasping me, and it's kind of poof as it comes in, and it just kind of just more I have a golf swing, right? Hit him in the ribs, and then it's the same thing, and to come through. The first one's gonna explode a little bit more, and then I see that it's not finishing off, and it's just kind of a jab it into its rib cage, and let's stay down, stay the fuck down. And that's
okay.
my turn.
I guess in that case, a little bit of blood might get on you.
Okay.
Could it bring you down? Oh, it totally could.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh wait, that's too much. I did too many. Sorry, I was like, there's no way it did 14 damage. Okay, it's only 1. So we'll take the first one, which will be 6, reduced to 3 necrotic damage.
3 necrotic. And I'll make this. Not that it's really going to matter, but yeah.
If you had not been resistant to necrotic damage, that totally would have dropped you.
Okay.
All right. So, as this thing falls, you're going to see their bodies start to smoke a little bit. But the bodies are not smoking like they're on fire. It's sort of a luminescent green smoke as it swirls around this room, up through this altar up here, and then straight up through the ground. What do you want to do?
Seeing what healing spells Borden has.
Yeah, I was going to put 40 points of lay hands on myself. Just because I don't know what's happening.
Just me and you took damage, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, Borden took a little.
Borden took some, but yeah, not much.
God, he's got no like single target heals.
This is Borden.
I can cure wounds whoever needs to be cure wounded.
Woundseed.
He's got mass cure wounds, but
So
I also have mask here.
I don't know if I can
yeah,
hear
he'll
you.
use a mass cure wounds. I mean, we're probably gonna need a bunch of healing.
Yeah.
What is your mask? Your wounds do?
Nice.
Oh god, that is.
Okay, I can hear you guys again. Oh, okay, cool. I have cure wounds if anybody needs cure wounds. I said it, but then I couldn't hear you guys back, so I was
Yes,
Oh no.
yes,
That
please.
is such a shit heal.
That is, yeah, it's such a crap heal.
Well, I guess
man.
I'll throw mask cure wounds on there for you guys as well.
But everyone gets
And I mean,
whoever took damage gets 14.
you guys fought 2 of these things, and there were 4 pedestals upstairs.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You did better than Borden.
I will take all that healing I can take. Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, there's another 20 for anybody who got hurt.
Yes.
Iso, how you looking?
I am 58 out of 94.
Okay, I'll do a cure wound. I like at least your spells are somewhat useful. I never hit with mine, so like you know.
Oh, we also have 4 more greater. Oh my god,
Oh, yeah.
I would like to
20
point out.
for Riza.
Nice.
I
There
would
you
like to
go.
point out that the 2 girls healed way better than our cleric.
Oh wait, I always forget I have this. 1 second.
Oh yeah, you're like a
Oh,
life
good
cleric.
berries.
But I have extra. Like, my good berries do 40 points of healing
Yeah, there we
because.
go.
That's right, you're life cleric.
Yeah.
So yeah, here you go. Distribute the good berries to whoever needs them.
Well,
40
you get
healing.
10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in total it's 40.
You
Oh
guys
my
just
God.
have a little picnic down in this cave.
Yes. 100%.
There we go. Carly for the win right there.
Seth, how you looking?
I'm about half, or a little over half.
Yeah.
Gordon should be back up to full by now with all that, right?
Oh yeah, I haven't been adding it, but yeah, he's only down 26.
So 10
He's
and
back
10
up
for
to
both of us. Something like
Well,
that.
me and you were the only ones that
Yeah.
got hurt, so 20 and 20.
Yeah, well, I'm at 10 berry, or yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I meant 5 and 5, but yeah. So it would be
20 each.
20 each. Yeah, that'll work.
Your good berries still healed more than fucking Borden's mass cure wounds. Your good berries, Jesus Christ. Forever.
I mean, my good berries are pretty OP, to be
Yeah,
fair. They do
your
40.
good berries are broken. I love it.
As long as there's time for a picnic, there's always good berries.
There's always time for a picnic.
I mean, it's a little berry. I can just shove those in my mouth, right?
All right, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I am good. I am back to full.
Zeth, you're pretty dang close to full, right?
Yeah, I'm close enough. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
So I would like to investigate this room, please.
Okay, so actually, what I really should do, everybody, just don't move your tokens for a second.
okay.
I moved my back.
Yeah, I'll move mine. Do you want me to move it back to where we were?
Actually, I think we're good. I'm actually gonna move you guys to a different map for a moment because the shrine looks slightly different now.
Just blood everywhere.
Ooh.
I swear to God, this better not be phasers.
So this green smoky energy is just blasting through this place. You can see that the bodies formed these 2 kind of concentrated sections of it that is just kind of going up into the roof. But otherwise, the shrine is unchanged. So the area where the statues of the guardians were empty. There does appear to be an altar of some kind here, but it is just a blank altar.
Or would you like me to do an investigation, or is just nothing in here? That's.
I think we need to throw the bones of the creepy ass ravens onto the altar.
Sure.
Yeah, sounds
Yes.
good enough.
Go up to the altar for sure.
We have to save the guardian. I'm just gonna say it, hopefully. And if not, like they need to just, give us better indication.
So you go and put the bones of the guardians on the altar.
Yeah, like the ones that we just killed. Yeah.
Okay. The green burning fire does not seem to damage you when you touch it. It just sort of like, it doesn't really even get hot. It's just sort of a spiritual, ethereal fire. But yeah, putting it on the altar does not seem to do anything.
It shot up through the ground. Do we see anything on the roof of this cave that's
The roof is solid, so you have to go outside to see.
Okay.
Like, is there anything else that I can see? Like, if I go investigate those green things, like, are they hiding something behind it?
I mean, you can throw out an investigation check, but I will save you some time and say no.
Okay.
Charlie, what all did it said? Purify the.
So it said that people used to make offerings to her ravens at the shrine near the old windmill. That's why I thought maybe offering the bones was gonna work. Ravens represent her eyes and ears. You know who corrupted the forest shrine by killing its raven guardians and bringing them back as horrible monstrosities. Beneath the shrine is a cave where the guardians were supposed to rest. This is where you must go to save them. So if I had to go there to save them, maybe we have to make an offering. Like, do we have anything that do we still have, like, weren't we given a raven feather or some sort of feather?
You were given a raven feather when you reconsecrated the Swamp Fane's shrine. Szeth is currently in possession of it, but Szeth, you know what you felt when you took it.
You know what you did.
You know it.
I gotta remember what I did. I mean, I don't know if this will do anything. I can try it. I don't. Is this the offering do you think it wants?
Well, what did you feel?
I got a strange whisper that says, careful, and this is a different whisper than the other whispers, but careful. Once you make that choice, there's no going back.
Okay, then that might not be it.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to alter me somehow, but
maybe you're gonna become a raven. We will miss you if that's the case. But yeah, so not 100% sure.
and there's no hearts to stab or anything.
No, I was just told we have to make an offering, and like that was the only offering that made sense to me. Unless does anyone have like black? No, they said people used to make offerings there. They said we have to save the guardians, but we've killed them. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have killed them. Maybe we should have been like, "Oh, honey, do you want to like be our friend?"
You should have made them tea.
Should have gave him a good berry.
Got lesser restoration.
I mean, so I don't know how we save them.
Everybody make me a perception check.
right, here we go. Guidance for me. Two.
All right.
Did I roll? Did my roll go through?
I've got one for Borden.
No, Rizo. I thought it went through.
Rizo, Harley, and Borden hear sounds coming from outside the cave. Holly, you can tell that this is the sound of a wagon, like wheels in the dirt.
Okay. Oh, there are wagon wheels up top. That energy did go up somewhere, so maybe we should go check that out. He who must not be named probably doesn't travel on a wagon, so maybe they're.
Swear to God, if it's another freaking letter.
Yeah, Vasily's up there.
Vasily drops down into the hole. Hi, guys!
Fucking how?
He says, there were these two weird bird monsters, but I killed them pretty easily.
If it's nothing, we can always come back in the hole, but there's definitely wagon wheels above us.
Alright, let's go.
Well, we'll see what they want.
Go back to the surface.
Okay.
Oopsies. Oh no. Oh no. There we go.
Szeth, once you've come out, since you're the first one out, you're looking around and you see more of this green energy, a little burst of it coming from in front of each of these stone pillars. And then flying around are these bright green incorporeal ravens. Wait for everybody else to get out first. Anything else here?
Everything's all green up here.
How does one get out of this tunnel?
Just click on that stair icon.
Which would be where? I can't see him.
You're like right on top
here.
of it.
Oh, I do not see anything.
Oh no, it moved me. Oh no.
There you go. I was like,
Sorry.
I'll just move you.
Sorry, my bad. I
Okay.
didn't see the stairs.
So you see all of these weird green incorporeal ravens flittering around in circles around here, which is really what grabs your attention before you notice the wagon. And standing next to the wagon, next to in between two of the megaliths, is Jenny.
Oh. Good.
And Jenny's just kind of staring up at the ravens, and you can see her take a deep, deep breath and close her eyes. They're beautiful, aren't they?
Jenny? Why did we get up at 5:30?
And she'll kind of look towards you, and you're going to see her body start to change.
I will murder you.
Dang, I love it.
She becomes considerably taller, like angular. Her skin turns dark, dark, dark until it's black ebony everywhere, almost completely black. She looks almost like a moving shadow. Her eyes lose their irises and their pupils and are just purely white. And her hair cascades down in a mane of raven feathers.
Did I just have sex with a god?
Does that make you a sex god?
Yes.
She winks and she says,
Technically.
the seeker is the seeker of the future.
Oh.
It's been nice to be Jenny, though.
So you weren't Jenny at all.
Oh, I was. I was just always something a bit more.
Full disclosure, Rizo, I've known her for hundreds of years, and she's never really changed. Oh, this isn't really that surprising.
You know what? I'm okay with it. Considering I'm technically part celestial myself.
One of the ravens comes down and lands on her shoulder, and she just kind of reaches out and pets. Yeah, she definitely does not look anywhere near human anymore. And she sort of just looks over the group with her totally white eyes, and she says, "I believe my sisters each gave you a boon, did they not?"
Did they?
Did
Yeah, they did.
Yes.
Yeah.
feather, the
suppose-
sea, and the sea, right?
I suppose I should as well. And she kind of holds out her hand, and in it, that same weird green energy just sort of flits around in circles until it crystallizes into what looks like a coin. And she just kind of hands it out to whoever's going to take it.
I'll take it. Hey.
Yeah, that's what she said last night.
Yeah, she did. She took it very well.
And when you reach out to take it, she kind of clasps your hand in her own, and she says, "The rules are the same. If you use it, you will be changed."
Why will we become like you?
Oh my dear, there's no one quite like us.
Yeah.
And then she is going to burst into a flock of ravens,
No, baby, come back.
fly away.
So it's a coin, as in does this maybe a soul gem?
If you look at it, it is not a gem. It is a coin, and on one side, it's got like a fully mature oak tree on it. And on the other side, it has some writing that you do not understand.
Borden. Hey, Borden, can you identify this? Sure.
Very similarly to the seed and the feather, this is not a true magical item that works in that way. You cannot identify its purpose.
Damn it.
Can I glance at the words?
Yeah,
Can I read them? Since there's some druid elements. I don't know if maybe it's in druidic.
It is not in druidic. What languages do y'all speak?
Abyssal, Celestial, Draconic, and Elvish for Yobi.
Dwarvish, Elvish, Undercommon for Borden.
Elvish or Sylvan for Szeth.
Abyssal and Thieves' Cant for Rezo.
Druidic, Elvish, and dwarfish for me.
Who spoke Sylvan?
I do. Szeth.
Okay. Szeth, you can read it. Szeth, if you read it... hold on. Let me make sure I've got this correct here.
Finally paid off.
Right? Also, I've never seen Sylvan pay off. Languages never really pay off.
No.
Well, they are of the land. Isn't that pretty much what nature speaks?
I thought that was German.
You thought it was German?
Caleb from 99 speaks Sylvan, but it's German.
Okay, so it says along the top, the future is uncertain, And at the bottom, it says, unless you make it. The future is uncertain unless you make it. Yeah, that's all it says.
I'll look at Rizzo. Future? It's uncertain. Unless you make it. I don't...
I mean, I made it pretty certain.
Wait, at the bottom it says, call me, and has a number.
she'll call me in about 9 months. My pullout game's weak. Sorry, that was too much.
Rizzo's got little half-god children walking around.
Oh, man. So, who wants... Polly?
Oh, I think. No, I mean, kind of, but no.
I mean, she did give it
So
to you.
Carly's got the seed, Szeth has the feather, and Rizzo has the coin, right?
I'm just going to be like, guys, should we just like bite the bullet and eat these things and just say how they change us?
Maybe
Why
not.
completely throw off God's plans and just all do it at once?
Oh yeah, poor God.
Oh, I'm prepared.
Oh, you're prepared.
I'll say the same thing I said at every one of these once we cleanse the area. We should move because he definitely felt that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Does this place look pretty cleansed? Because I feel like we made it worse.
I mean, the green's
No, we cleansed it. We made it worse. No, we definitely
Looks like radioactive material is leaked into the land.
But
Well,
that's how
what
you get
Danny wanted.
superpowers.
Yeah.
I start
I feel like I
eating.
haven't watched any movies ever.
Right. Yeah, we should definitely move. I agree.
we should.
Where would you
Do you
like to
want to
move
do
to?
your whole like?
Do you want to go back to Jenny's old house and pick up Esmeralda and what's his face? Or do you? That's only half a day or so we can still get out of the way, and we know it's safe. Or do you want to go to Argenvost? I can jump us there. I don't have to jump us. If we want to learn anything more from the book, we're gonna need Esmeralda and Face. But if we just want to get out of Dodge real fast,
I love that that's his name now.
Steve?
Brickface.
Brickface?
Yeah.
Back to Jenny's hut.
Yeah. The only comments I had were really unhelpful.
Yeah, Jenny's hut's probably the safest since that spell is there.
Yep.
All right, it will take you most of the rest of the day to get there, so by the time you get there, it is evening. But I will jump everybody to that map. Since you just got there this morning, I'm going to say that you just know the way back. Up.
She's back.
Jenny! Hey, bae. Hey, boo.
Oh.
Aww. Oh, baby.
You come back into Jenny's hut. You see the Mardikovs and the other were-ravens are still outside. Esmeralda and Rictavio, or God, I keep calling that Van Richten, are just sort of napping in here on the floor. But yeah, Jenny's hut is otherwise empty.
Well,
That's pretty much the last thing we have to do.
I mean, the sword is still an issue.
How are we gonna get a soul into this? Hopefully it's something at the castle.
Yeah.
I think we have to murder someone. I'm sorry, but I think we have to murder someone and put them in here.
I also agree with Carly that may be our best course of action, but
I don't think we're just gonna find like a soul floating around waiting. I'm sorry. Who did we particularly dislike?
Rictavio is gonna, or Van Richten will step up and he'll say, "Well, I don't think any of you particularly like me." Esmeralda's gonna try and pull him back and just be like, "No, you can't possibly be serious." He just kind of turns. He's like, "I'm becoming an old man. This is perhaps the most I can offer." Esmeralda is not stoked.
I mean, I never had anything against you, but if you want to stick it to him and sacrifice yourself, we're not going to stop you.
Destroying creatures like him has been my life's work. As I become less effective at it, perhaps this is how I might continue to do so.
And that choice is yours to make.
Yeah, I don't want to be a part of this. Oop, I keep trying to move Szeth.
Carly, actually, Szeth, you are close too. You're not really sure how long he's been there, but out the door, out your periphery, you see someone you recognize.
1 second. I need to close the door because my cat is pooping and it smells really bad.
Oh, wow.
I thought you meant that door.
I thought you did
Door
too.
closed, window open. Okay. Oh no.
Oh, is he going past?
Okay, well, we're gonna have to do this. So
you can see him just kind of at the edge of the of where Borden cast his spell, just kind of running a finger along it. But you do see that he is pushing on it and not able to get into it. But he's just sort of running his hand along the protective shell that Borden's spell created.
Hey everybody, Strahd's back.
okay, so who's gonna murder here?
I'm fit. I was fit. I'm not gonna lie, Borden. I was 50% sure that wasn't gonna work. So
You're right.
straight up, didn't have a lot of faith that was gonna work. So
Is he just sitting there being all creepy?
Yep, he's just
I had
creeping.
a lot of faith in Borden.
Can we help? Can we help you?
He's gonna say, "Oh, I very much doubt it, but perhaps I can help you."
I very much doubt it.
Yeah, I also doubt it.
I mean, unless your help is going away.
Oh, I don't intend to stand here all night.
Oh.
And he's just gonna kind of walk the perimeter of it a little bit, just almost like he's poking at it at the hollow spell. There's quite the nifty little bit of magic here.
Borden says, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, he is eventually going to get
Sounds like
himself.
The crude little dwarf, of course he would. I suppose I'm here as a way of congratulation, really. You've gotten my attention in a way that very, very few people ever have. In fact, you're all I think about.
We're all what? I'm sorry.
I think you heard what I said.
No, the player didn't actually hear.
He said, "You're all I think about." It's been a long time since someone made me bleed.
That is the
Well, in
intent.
fact, I wasn't even sure if I could anymore.
Glad I can help out with that.
Just to make sure, do you want to like try and stick something into your own neck? Like triple checking?
You should definitely do that.
Yeah.
Oh, it pains
I'm
me
gonna
that I'm
roll.
going to have to kill you, Tatiana. It pains me greatly, but you'll be
Well,
back. You always come back.
don't go yet, because I haven't rolled my persuasion, so it's -1 though.
Oh my god. Hero.
That could not have been more perfect.
God, sometimes the dice just know, man. I don't know what
They
else to say.
do.
Yeah. The dice win.
So he'll just kind of keep pacing back and forth, and he'll say, "Well, you all had dinner with me once. Perhaps you will again. My guests," and he looks pointedly at Rizo, "are dying to meet you."
Meet
And
us
then
or
he's
see
going
us?
to.
Because if you
No,
say
you
meet
know
us,
what?
that insinuates we don't know them.
Yeah, you know what? That was a little bit of a flub on my line on my part. Hold on, let me back up and try that again.
Yeah. You're giving me real mixed signals here, bud.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to give you very direct signals. Yeah, not meet you. Although some of them are. But the ones that I'm talking about are really hoping you'll show. They miss you so much.
Mm.
And I'm insinuating that I'm going to kill your family. That's what
Yeah.
I'm doing here.
No, I caught that. That's fine.
Got it.
You were pretty clear on this one.
Wait,
Okay,
does this
just wanted to
motherfucker
be
have
sure.
the child? I thought the child was dead.
Oh, no,
So are you
he
saying the
has
boy
it.
lives?
Young Romy?
Don't you speak
Of
his name.
course. Ludmilla is keeping him company as we speak.
Lord Miller.
Teaching him to
Fuck
play the organ, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
He's
good
a
skill to
bright
have.
young boy.
Maybe he's
I'm
not that
sure
bad.
he'll do. I'm sure he'll do great things. Anyhow,
Where's your usual attack dog? You don't usually run errands. Where's her hiding at?
you're gonna see his face stiffen up.
Mm-hmm.
Like that casual malice is just kind of gone, and he's just staring daggers at you, Paul.
Yeah, I'll have taken my hood off and everything too.
And he's actually not going to answer.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just going to walk a few steps and disappear.
What did you do to your brother, Sergei?
Ooh. He does not reappear.
Okay.
Right.
So let's kill this guy who wants to be killed. Thank you for your service.
While you guys were having your conversation with Strahd, Esmeralda is in tears, just like pounding on Van Richten's chest, telling him not to do it. And he is like, for once, looking not sad, but kind of melancholy. And he's just kind of got a hand on her shoulder, like, it's going to be all right. This is the way things need to go. I'm not the hero of this story.
Borden and Yobi are the two that are going to have to do this, and
yeah, unfortunately, they are the ones that have to try and get him into the soul.
Both of them would not hesitate as much as we are all hesitating.
Oh yeah, Yobi would already have killed him.
Yobi would have already shot him the moment that the words left his mouth. He would have been like, "Oh, great, thanks. Here's goodbye."
100%. Like, just saying.
I'm gonna role play Yobi. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, thanks, okay," and then he's gonna take out his revolver thing and just like shoot him twice.
Van Richten's gonna be like, whoa, that's not part of the ritual. Oh, but it's too late and he's dead.
I mean, he's just doing that part for fun. That is not ritual. That is just what Yobi does.
Is Raizo taking a nap?
Raizo doesn't want to be part of that.
Oh, okay.
So he's curled up on Jenny's bed.
I mean, if we do need to kill him, yeah, that's so can I don't know exactly how this is work, but I'd be like, well, this is for the betterment of this society and to take him down. So can I take out the greatsword that I have and the hilt from the? I don't know if this is gonna like hold it at the same time. Or, like this is for the best and kind of stab Van Richten.
Okay. So for the sake of brevity, we're gonna say that the ritual, which of course involves the two people that aren't here, it's going to work.
Okay.
So Borden and Yobi are able to craft this gem using the knowledge that they gained up at the Amber Temple to capture Van Richten's soul. And you lay him out. Esmeralda is, I guess, since Polly's right next to her, got her head in Polly's shoulder, just sobbing uncontrollably. Because as much as he was a dick, this was also basically her father for most of her life. And before you kill him, he puts a hand on her and doesn't say anything, just kind of grips her reassuringly. And then he just lays himself out for Szeth. And Szeth is able to, for some reason, using a greatsword,
More dramatic.
And get the ritual.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys have a functioning soul gem.
Can I put it in the hilt of the blade the bladeless blade that I have?
There a window in
bladeless
Jenny's
sword, I guess.
There are no windows in Jenny's place. Yeah, so you place it in the hilt. And normally, when you're making a sword hilt with ornamental features like this, there's a whole setting process. But as soon as you have it kind of in position, it like sucks into the hilt of the sword and locks itself in place. You can feel a little pulse of energy. It burns your hands a little bit, and the blade responds when you want it to. Like, it is not just lit all the time. You can have it on. But yeah, you guys have a functioning sunblade.
So I can command it? Is it seems
It works like a lightsaber.
Does it seem
I mean, that's 100% what I was envisioning. If my head.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm going to look at it and then be like, you are going to help take him down. Whether, Sergei, you're in this or not, I don't know. But we are taking him down.
And when you say that, it just sort of burns a little brighter, a little stronger. Van Richten is dead.
So, Sunblade, huh?
So the Sunblade is a long sword, so anyone proficient in long swords can use it.
Yay! Is that a Sunblade or Sun Sword?
Oh, one of those. Whichever one comes up.
I mean, they both do. One of them does say about Strahd stuff. And it's a legendary.
Oh, no way, that storm got me out of it.
So yeah, the Sun Sword is just a Sunblade.
Okay.
Nice.
Perfect.
Wet.
It's supposed to be sentient, but it's not.
Okay.
Oh, it's not
Because
sentient with him.
I did not
His
want to
sword.
deal with that.
No one wants to roleplay sentient swords. It makes me sad.
Oh, there are sentient swords around.
So it doesn't really matter which one I take. They'll do pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, they both function the same, except one is technically sentient. And the other
Okay. Sweet.
But I think that is where we're gonna call it for today, unless you guys want to do any any stuff without leaving this map and going.
Are we taking a rest?
Naturally.
Okay.
Yes.
After that craziness.
So I want to make that into my hex weapon if I can. So I'll
Okay.
tune. I guess do I need a tune? Do I have to tune to it?
I believe so.
Yeah. So I'll tune to it and make it my hex weapon.
Okay.
I mean, that's the only thing I plan on doing.
Can I search Jenny's shop and for more poisons?
You can absolutely make a check for that. Her shelves and garden are full of stuff. She
Yeah.
also has a pretty packed bookshelf.
Yeah. What check would you like?
An investigation check. Okay, with a 23, you find all manner of weird potions in here, many that you can't identify. But you do find on one of these shelves one potion of supreme healing.
Ooh.
You also find one potion of superior healing. As far as poisons,
You won't want to add those to group loot.
she has some. Let's see how many vials she's got.
I report you again outside.
She has 2 vials of Black Lotus poison.
Black
And
Lotus.
one.
Black Lotus. I don't have those.
Oh, that's right. You tried to make it and you failed.
I did.
I will get that to you at some point here. Actually, I think I already made it, so you should be able to just drop it
Black
in your
Lotus
inventory.
extract.
Yep.
Is it Black Lotus extract?
Black Lotus extract. I think I need to alter it because I have changed how I set them up, but the DCs and damage, all the dice things will be correct.
Ooh, boy.
Oh.
Those are nasty.
Yeah, it's super nice, dude. Unless something is immune to poison.
Which 90% of this shit is.
Yeah, right?
I'll hold on to these for next campaign.
When you look in here, the body of the abbot is still in here. So if you wanted to spend the long rest trying to extract enough to get another vial of celestial light, you could try that, but it is not going to be easy.
I will try.
Okay, give me an intelligence check. This is just for gathering in the ingredients, not the actual making of the poison.
Guidance. Anyone?
Oh, guidance. Yeah, sorry. You're not spending all. Sorry. Yes.
Oh, buddy.
Wait.
Oh, wait, you don't have your guidance yet.
21?
DC is 21.
Oh.
Oh, I love you so much.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, man.
Okay, yeah, you are able to harvest enough blood and tissue from the abbot to attempt to make some celestial light.
Yep.
So you will need another check to actually make it.
Yep.
Guidance as well if I can do it.
Is it another intelligence?
It is.
God damn it. 3, 2, 1. No.
Oh,
buddy.
wow.
There we
Perfect
go.
time.
29.
There it is. There you go.
All right, so instead of 1, you have 2 uses of celestial light.
Nice.
So I got 2 additional, or is it
No, 2 total.
2 total? Okay, so I add 1 more.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man. That is.
This shit is OP as fuck. Of course, you only got one more. That is where we're gonna call it for today. And also, y'all level up.
Awesome.
Every time you get a feign, you level up. That is the way I had that situation. So, I should be home next Saturday, so we should be good to play on Sunday. Can I